The following list presents some important facts for the first derivative test for increasing and decreasing intervals. So, the rules state here that if a function f of x is continuous over an interval and f prime of x is greater than 0, then f of x is increasing in that interval. So that makes sense. What they're stating here is that if f prime of x is greater than 0, then obviously our function is increasing. The derivative is greater than 0. And in the second point here, if a function f of x is continuous over an interval and f prime of x is less than 0, then f of x is decreasing in that interval. So for this one, we are increasing. Alright, and in the second one, well, the derivative is less than 0, so then we are decreasing. Alright, and then it states something about local max and local min. So a local maximum occurs when the derivative switches from positive to negative. So suppose we're looking at a function that looks something like this. Now notice that at this point right here, let's sketch this, we're going up. So obviously we're increasing. And then at some point we switch direction, and then we go down and we're decreasing. Well, a local maximum occurred perhaps somewhere in this area where it switched. So a local maximum again occurs when the derivative switches from positive to negative. So in this case the derivative was positive because it was increasing, and now it's negative since it's decreasing. So suppose we had another function that perhaps looked something like this. Alright. Now notice that it's going down, again decreasing. And then it switches and goes up, and now it's positive. So it's pretty easy to see that we have a local minimum somewhere at this point there. So we call this local min and local max because of the fact that the function might continue on, but in this neighborhood that we're looking at, so perhaps just one particular section of the graph, so maybe we're just looking at this point right in here, okay, well, we have a local max, okay, but like I said, the graph could continue, could repeat, and only looking at a snapshot of that graph is what we're referring to when we're talking about a local maximum and a local minimum.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.